I'm going to uncover for you the things holding you back from the life you desire. And by the end of this video, you'll have the tools to overcome these obstacles. Many people say that we need to be quiet and, through introspection, see if something feels good. The idea is that we would think about something or experience something and see how it feels. If it feels good, it's more than likely worth pursuing. But there's an insidious side to using our emotions to judge whether or not we feel good, and it has to do with our brains. I'll explain. I've spent years trying to differentiate between what is a true desire of my soul and what was just a thought. You could call it higher self, God, intuition, infinite intelligence. I'm a pretty emotional guy, and for many years I lived by my emotions. I allowed what I felt to dictate what I did or didn't do, or how I reacted to situations that I found myself in. Maybe you can relate. I've found a way to uncover what are simply thoughts based on my emotions and what is truly from the real me, the soul outside of my mind, the one who has the very best intended for me. I used to believe that anything that felt good was probably worth pursuing. But I realized that sometimes the criteria I used to make that judgment was flawed. Sometimes it was holding me back from what I really wanted. The real transformation came when I stopped relying on temporary feelings and started focusing on how my actions made me feel afterward. Today, I'm going to share my process for uncovering and achieving what is a true desire of your heart, and how to tell the difference between pursuit of that desire and a pursuit that will lead you nowhere. Step 1. Pay attention to long-term feelings, not just short-term pleasure. There are things I do that make me feel good in the moment, but they turn on me later. Eating good food, watching movies or videos, reading a book. These are all things that aren't inherently bad, but are easily abused by me. In the moment, these things make me feel good, and there are many more. But too much of anything can easily become abuse of that thing, and man, do I know how to abuse them. What's insidious for me is that I can literally fool myself into believing it's something that truly makes me feel good, even though abuse of these things tends to rob me of what I care about the most. Most notably, health, well-being, and time. Ask yourself, how do I feel after doing this activity? If it leads to regret or stagnation, reconsider it. If an action makes you uncomfortable now, but brings long-term satisfaction, it's worth pursuing. Step 2. Recognize and break the illusion of productive avoidance. We all have what would be considered vices by most people. Vices are easy to spot. But other things I do, like those I've listed before, aren't even considered vices. These are even more insidious than any vice. Sometimes I watch a film or pick up a book because I'm afraid to use the time the way I know I should. Working toward who I want to be or what I want to become or accomplish. I convince myself that I'm reading that book, watching that video, eating that food, because it's good for me or must be done. When in the back of my mind I know I should be applying the knowledge that I currently have inside my head to achieve my goals. But I get afraid of what that looks like and putting myself out there. So I retreat into things that masquerade as progress or necessity. Be honest with yourself. Are you reading, watching, or learning to genuinely grow, or to delay taking real action? Start applying what you already know instead of endlessly consuming more knowledge. Step 3. Embrace short-term discomfort. I've realized that what I have to do, what I must do, is embrace feeling bad to feel good. I have to face the fear Be uncomfortable. Do the thing that I don't want to do in the moment to move forward in my own growth. Oh, but we're supposed to use how we feel to gauge what our souls truly want, you may be saying. Yes, I know. And that's what's so insidious about it all. We can so easily rationalize or compartmentalize to the point of living our own lie. We convince ourselves that it feels good, and in the moment, it does. But what we really need to pay attention to is the overall feeling of well-being. In other words, we need to look at whether or not it feels good after we've experienced it. It feels good in the moment to keep eating, but later I wake up regretting it. It feels good as I read and take notes, but sometimes I wake up the next day wishing I'd made progress toward my goal. Fear and doubt are often signals that you're moving toward meaningful change. Instead of avoiding discomfort, lean into it. It's a necessary part of progress. Step 4. Take action before you feel ready. Right now, in this moment, I am uncomfortable. I don't trust that the words I'm saying will resonate with anyone, and I'm also scared of the criticism I'm opening myself up to. But I've lived so long with the desire to share myself with others and had the experience of wishing I would have after the opportunity passed that I can now see through that facade. I know that after I finish filming this, I must share it. It must be those two things, filming and sharing. Because if I film it and then I don't share it, that too is missing the mark for me. And I will wake tomorrow in regret. Don't wait for the right emotion to act. Action breeds motivation, not the other way around. Do the thing that you've been putting off right now, even if you're afraid or uncertain. Step 5. Hold yourself accountable. So yes, we must use how we feel about something as a barometer for whether or not we should pursue something. It's really the only gauge we've got, especially at the outset of something that we've never done. But we need to look at how we feel about it after we've made some steps toward doing it. What is the lasting result of the act of doing whatever it is we've done? If later it feels good, doesn't really matter what it felt like doing it. Likewise, if it feels good during it, but we're regretful later, we mustn't allow ourselves to fall into the trap of believing it's what we truly want. So, do the thing you've been putting off. Don't wait for the good feeling to be there, because the good feeling won't arrive unless and until you do it. If you know you'll regret not doing something, commit publicly or tell a friend. Find a way to make it non-negotiable. Sharing your work, even when it's scary, ensures you follow through and break the cycle of hiding behind comfort. I hope you found this helpful. If you want to dig deeper into how to move in inspired action, click the video here. If you'd like to join my email list, check out the description. Have a great day, and remember, it starts with you.